Hello guys, this is Dr. Cool Fix. Today we're going to be working on Audi A4 2.0 liters. It's actually 1.8T, but we're converting it to 2.0 because the previous owner who used it are very scared of turbo and they couldn't maintain it. So, and we've been rebuilding this car from one part to another, from body, engine, the rest of them. And today we're going to be replacing the engine because the engine that is previously inside had a problem with the oil pump as much as the clearance on the crankshaft. So with that said, I wouldn't be needing to waste much of your time again. So what I'm waiting for, let's get started. Looks slick, right? That's after the review. If you haven't watched that video, go and see how I took to review this car from the how it was before to how it is right now. So without further ado, let's get to it. For the fix today, we're gonna be replacing this engine because after our rebuild we didn't have enough parts to be able to get it to the standard it's supposed to be. So we have a problem with the oil pump not pumping very well. There's a clearance in the crankshaft, and down here in Nigeria they don't call the crankshaft of most Volkswagen. So when you have a problem, the only alternative and the best solution is to replace it. So we have those two problems right there. What we know definitely is that we're going to be replacing the engine because in as much as we are dealing with we want to achieve performance and the best results. So, and this is the procedure. So we're going to be taking apart most of these things that you're seeing right here, the engine and some other. So you see the bumper lying right here, and this is the engine which we're going to be using to replace it. So you suppose the previous one which we're trying to replace don't have any clearance within the camshaft and a bad motor pump, oil pump, then there'll be no need of also replacing it. So, but here, that clearance in the crankshaft is actually a very big problem. Now the engine which we're going to be using to replace it seems pretty much healthy. So we're going to be scavenging that one, most of the sensitive components, and get it into here. So you can see some of the robots are damaged. It's a used engine actually, pretty much. So I'm going to be keeping you guys posted however it goes. And okay, so now we have removed the engine, and this is the engine. And unfortunately, when you're looking at these two engines, you'll be feeling that this one is looking more newer than this one because they have a lot of oil that you're seeing right here. But unfortunately, this one is more healthier on the inside. And let me show you. If you take this cover off, see how clean that is. So we are certain that this one is much more in a healthier condition than this one. And I can tell that the previous owner did take care of this engine not too bad. At least uses a very good synthetic oil, and everything is looking shiny and clean. So yeah, we're gonna be scavenging some other things from the other engine to get into here, but they are not performance, let's say, such as this one, the alternator, the compressor, and some of that parts which didn't come with this one here. And we're gonna be making sure something is actually scraping this timing belt, which is this span here. We're gonna be stretching it out so it doesn't cause more damage. I can't do it with my hair. I have to find a plier to do that. Okay, so one quick tip which I'm gonna be telling you guys here is the strange thing you're gonna be missing on this engine is this bolt right here. I see CVR or CRV 12mm. That's it right there. Okay, if you are the one who is performing this kind of service, don't forget to replace the filter. Don't forget to drain the oil that's going to be coming with the engine. Even no matter how clean it is, you gotta check it. And also don't forget this O-ring that is here, so that the coolant won't be leaking when you're done, right? Then any other thing that you need to check in place, the belt, okay, it doesn't need any further attention. I'm not gonna be resetting this timing because I know it's accurate. So every other thing that I needed here, okay, so far we've transferred the engine seating from that place here, the aluminum, to this one here. Then I'm pretty much looking inside. You can see that there is no any some sort of any oil trace right there. It's completely brownish. What about the sparks? The sparks are, I'm gonna use it for the meantime, then we check the performance, but it's actually very idealistic to replace the sparks with new one when you're done, so that you can be sure of what you're doing. This rubber here, they didn't replace this rubber here very well. Now when you're replacing this rubber, don't do this mistake like this my guys here did. This sensor should be up. One so you have to face this thing up. If not, you're gonna have a problem when you want to fit it right back into the engine where it's supposed to be. Okay, we also saying that this thing here is a little bit damaged. The solenoid valve for the oil control, it seemed a little bit tension maybe when they were trying to drop it, so we're gonna be also replacing it with the one that came with the previous engine. We're gonna keep this one, stretch it and keep it as a part, so if at last when we scan it and they have any trouble code, then we're gonna replace it. So right now the next thing we're gonna be doing here is taking the flywheel off. Just like you see right now, this is the clutch plate and this is the pressure plate. So, and that is being secured by 6mm hex. So the next one here that I am telling you guys is the CRV 14mm, right? 14mm. If you don't have that, that's pretty much an odd kind of tools which you need. And now let me get quick to you guys. If suppose yours is not a manual transmission like this one is right now, you have something that you need to check out, and what is that is, before you can be able to remove it, to remove the gear completely, you'll be needing to loosen out this. So which means it's more like dropping the entire transmission system alongside with the engine, because there is no way you're gonna be losing this with this engine on without losing the beam that you can see right there. So it's a lot of work. If suppose yours is an automatic transmission, but if it is manual transmission, with this information I gave you right now, you are all the required, the competent guy for this job, my dear. Now the next thing I want to show you guys here is we have a 16mm bolt that we got here. This one here is at the around the, I think that should be like 1 o'clock, or sorry, yeah, 2 o'clock, which is somewhere here. Then we got two others, 6 o'clock, we got another one here. They're all being held in place by 16mm. Now let me show you one quick thing. Again, they are not the same size, right? They are not the same size. Two is the same, the other is not. They've got two others that is holding the Kickstarter in place, so don't forget that. What about lifting it out of here? That's another thing which I need to tell you guys. The thing there is the engine, when you pull it out and it separates a little bit from here, let's say like 1 inch separated from the gearbox, then you need to push the engine down a little bit. Let the number one plug side, you tighten it a little bit down, then it will separate before you can lift it out. After lifting it from these two motor mounts, then you are done. Okay guys, one other thing which I'm gonna be telling you is don't forget all the wiring connectors where you remove them, because most of them, such as the crankshaft position sensor and some other wires and sensors right there, because if you miss them, it's gonna be really bit hard. You're gonna be removing the intake manifold to actually get it back on. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was very helpful. If it does, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to catch you guys later. Don't forget, when you have any car problem, I got your back. Even though if it is AC, Audi, VW, you don't have to worry. Just get to me and I'll find time to respond to you as soon as possible. So I gotta catch you guys later. This is Dr. Quarter Fix with Audi A4 2.0 liters engine replacement. Bye for now. So have a good one.